Connection.
Guidance.
Introduction.
Engaging. Opportunity.
Fun.
And my experience at UNR was amazing. It connected me to so many parts of campus, and I just feel like it broadened my spectrum here at Carolina. It opened up new doors. I stayed very involved with UNR 1 even after leaving the class, and I really liked that because it was a course that really affected me, and I want to do everything I can to kind of make it better and make it better for all the classes to come after me. I also met some of the most amazing people in my class, people that I still talk to, people that will be my friends for years to come.
My favorite thing about the class was just going to the class itself, I think. It was really laid back. I think it's the only class I've had in college so far that I laughed every time I went to class. That hasn't happened in any other of my classes so far.
Really, the most interesting thing about being a peer leader itself, being in the classroom, is understanding what it means to be looked up to. And so you're in there, these freshmen looking at you like, oh, this guy knows what he's talking about. And for the first time, you're like, oh, maybe I do know what I'm talking about. So it's a lot of fun to really understand that I have a chance to mold their experience and teach them about all the amazing things that I've discovered. And then they also get to help me discover new things as they kind of explore their freshman year too.
UNR 1 was my first experience kind of leading a group like that, a group of about 20 kids, facilitating discussion and being productive in that regard. And it eventually led me to feel comfortable in that setting enough to benefit me in growing to be student body president. I definitely attribute UNR 1 to help me grow as a leader, to get me to the role I am now.
Probably the most exciting thing, the most impactful thing in my life with the peer leader program and with U101 was the transition from student to professor to mentor relationship with David DeWheel, who's the man that I'm working for in the peer leader aspect. So when I was a student, it was so cool being a part of his class and saying, this is a man that I enjoy spending time with, and then that eventually evolved into, this is a man I think I want to work for. As a sophomore, and now that I'm a junior, it's actually more of like, this is my friend. This is a man that I get coffee with every Friday morning.
And I've had a very rich history with University 101. In fact, it was about 5 years ago that I taught my first section of U101. Didn't know what it was at that time. I was faculty in the College of Nursing, and because of that experience, I found out about an opening for the principal position in the Capstone Scholars Program, and now have been principal for about 4 years. So I attribute where I'm at today as faculty principal to the University 101 program. And what an amazing program. My first experience was just an unbelievable one. I taught a section of Capstone U101, and those kids today are still best friends.
In a sense, you're planting seeds. And those seeds might grow immediately, or you might have to wait. And so the true impact of the University 101 is 3 years down the road when you run into them on the horseshoe and they tell you what an impact it had, and you see the growth that they've had as a result of the class. And that is so impactful to me as an instructor.
But it's really, I try to create a family, and that's what I heard from a lot of my students this year, is they felt we had a family in the classroom. So it's getting them comfortable with me and comfortable with each other, as not being the quote-unquote faculty member, but someone they can come to and ask for help and support.
And I've been teaching University 101 for about 11 years. And it's a great opportunity for me because it energizes me, keeps me in touch with what students are going through in today's generation, and actually helps me learn the new technology.
Initially, I may have underestimated the impact that a U101 instructor can have on students. I continually have students who come back years later and say, I was so glad I took that class. I didn't want to, but you made me as part of your program, but it helped me to make a good transition to college.
And
And since I've been working with University 101 program, it has been a tremendous help to me, getting the word out to our first year students about safety. So University 101 has really helped me bridge that gap between the first year students and our police department, which has been tremendous. I personally want to thank University 101 for allowing me to come into the classroom and talk to the students about safety. And I want to send out a big old thank you for helping a brother out.
But my relationship with University 101 goes way back to 1979 when I was a first semester student on campus, and I had the great fortune of having a co-teaching team comprised of Mark Shanley and our own loved Stuart Hunter. A student emailed me and said, "Do you remember me?" And it was 3 years ago actually that she was in my 101 class, and she said, "I just wanted to share with you that I was selected as a peer leader for U101, and part of the reason I did it is because I had such a great experience in our class, and would you please consider teaching with me this spring?" And so we are going to do that, and I'm really excited about that. So those kinds of relationships happen, and I know it must be a sense of pride for Stuart to feel like she's, mentored a lot of her own students through college and beyond. And so, they'll stay in touch with you after college, and you realize that you're not just a teacher, that you're really part of their experience.
When I think about why I stuck with it so long, I think University 101 does a couple of things. An association with University 101 and teaching University 101 keeps me connected to first-year students. It keeps me constantly learning, keeps me thinking young, keeps me engaged with students in the classroom, where I think it's extremely important. I think University 101 does a wonderful job of making a large, decentralized campus a community, because you get to know people from all over campus through your work with University 101.